Hi everyone! Welcome to the No Experience. I'm Cherie No, and today I wanted to talk about 5 lesser known things about eating at Korean restaurants. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so number 1. Have you ever been eating at a restaurant? They just put your food down and you just start to take your first bites, and all of a sudden the waitress comes over and says, "Is everything okay? Do you need anything else?" I don't know if I need anything else. I don't know if everything is okay. I just took my first bite. Yeah, I'm sure it's happened to you. It's happened to all of us, especially in America. I'm sure it happens in other countries too. One of the things that I love about Korean restaurants and eating out in Korea is that doesn't happen. People don't come to your table unless you request that they come to your table. So the way that you do that is they have these bells at most restaurants. They have these bells on the table, and you hit the buzzer and it alerts them that you want their attention, and so they'll come over. Sometimes they come over, sometimes they just say, "Eh?" You just yell from across the room what it is that you want. Now, some restaurant bells just have one button that you hit, and some have 2 or 3. Some is for miscellaneous. One is actually for soju, which is Korean alcohol. One is for mikju, which is beer. So they actually have specific ones for those particular alcoholic beverages. Can we use that in America? Wouldn't hurt. Number 2. Okay, now I want to talk about the amazing world of side dishes. Oh my God. It is amazing. When you go to a restaurant, let's say you order, why can't I think of anything you would order? You order soup. They will still bring like 4 to 6 side dishes, and they're all free. It's complimentary, but it's expected. Now, all restaurants have different kinds of side dishes, but there's tons of it, and you don't pay for them. You only pay for the main food that you ordered, which is fantastic. The other nice thing is that you get free refills on them, which is really awesome. You can easily fill up, but speaking of refills, number 3. Okay, so talking about refills, one thing that we often get refills of in America is soda. Any kind of soda, except for maybe specialty drinks. But here in Korea, you don't get refills on soda. Soda's not actually very popular when you go to eat at restaurants. Neither is water, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But if you want soda, they have it. You can ask for it. It usually comes in a can. I really don't see any fountain drinks like we do in America, except for there are chain restaurants here like Subway. I went to Subway recently, and Subway still has a fountain drink out for people to get more of. I don't know if they let you have free refills. I kind of pretended that as an American I didn't know, and I just went and got some more 0-calorie Coke, which, by the way, if you have a favorite 0-calorie soda, you won't find it in Korea at all. I've only found one no sugar 0-calorie soda, and it happens to be Coke. I found no other one, which kind of sucks because I occasionally like soda. I don't drink very much of it, but I don't like drinking my calories. I'd rather eat them. Number 4. Okay, so I don't know if y'all are like me. I drink a lot of water. When I say a lot of water, I don't mean crazy. I drink about 80 to 90 ounces of water a day. Except that can be kind of hard if you go to eat out in Korea, because the size of the glasses they give you are this big. And that is not an exaggeration. And they give you a pitcher for the entire table. So Every time we go out to eat now, my husband automatically either grabs one of them for me or asks for two. One, and he always sits it right in front of me, and then the other one on the other side of the table. And now even our friends have gotten used to me drinking so much water that they automatically just, when the water comes or they get water, they set it next to me, and because I'll drink all of it. That little glass is annoying. I feel like I'm just constantly like an addict, just filling and filling and filling. It's just water, but why are the glasses so little? I don't know. Koreans are not really big on drinking water when they're eating. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like water is a staple anyway, but it works for them, I guess, but it doesn't work for me. Number 5. Okay, this one will be really helpful when you come to Korea, especially if you're visiting friends or you're going out with friends or anything like a group setting, and you don't know this. Actually, it may not matter whether you're going with a group or not. One thing is important to know is that with Korean restaurants, and in Korean culture, they are social eaters. So when you order food, in sizes and the way it's structured is made for at least 2 or more people. When I first came to Korea, I feel really embarrassed now because I would often do this and I would just totally forget. I still forget, and I've lived here a year. But sometimes I would go out with friends, we'd get brunch or we would go to lunch or something like that. And they'd say, they'd put the menu in front of me and say, "Oh, Sheree, what would you like?" And I would order like I do in America. I would pick a dish that I assume is going to be mine. Oh my God. But that's not how they do it here. You guys look at it, you pick 1 or 2 dishes, and then everyone shares it. It's a family style. And that's 95% of the time when you go to eat out. And I say 95% because sometimes I'll go to a place and it will be more like American style. It doesn't happen very often, but every now and then when I'm like, I have to ask my friends or my husband, I'm like, are we doing Korean style or American style? It's almost always Korean style, meaning that, and really one person usually just chooses what to get for the whole table. It's because it's not complicated. Most restaurants only have a couple of options, and then there's a slew of side dishes. In fact, last week we went to a restaurant that had no options. They only serve one thing, and then all the side dishes, which was kind of nice because let's be real. Sometimes you go to a restaurant in America and it's like 4 pages or 5 pages, and you have so many things to choose from. It's like burnout, right? So it was kind of nice. We walked in, and usually they also have the menus on the wall. Which is great because then you don't have to handle dirty menus that everyone has touched. And we all hope that the waitress has cleaned, but we know they probably haven't. So that's kind of nice too. This last one is a bonus. Don't eat too much when you go out to eat with your friends or coworkers or associates or whoever you're eating out with here in Korea, because that's not the last stop. Also, don't assume it's going to be time-wise like it is in America when friends say, "Oh, do you want to get dinner?" And you go to dinner thinking it's like America where you go, it's like a 2-hour commitment, right? You're committing like your whole evening, and I mean whole evening, like from 6 o'clock to midnight kind of thing. I'm not a late owl. I like to be in bed early and just like maybe watch Netflix or something until I fall asleep. I don't like staying out late. And when you go to dinner, you eat your dinner, everyone takes a while, and then you go to the second place, which is usually chicken and beer. I'm not complaining about chicken and beer, but often there's so much food at dinner and all the side dishes that I get really full, and then they're like, "Okay, let's go get chicken and beer." And I'm like, God dang it. I just wanted 2 hours and go home. Anyway, I hope that information was helpful to you. I hope that you liked this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It really helps. Also, leave a comment below and let me know what future videos you would be interested in learning about Korea or anything else. So until next time, stay classy, YouTube. Bye!